Overall, Ballantyne is going to offer a pretty upscale lifestyle. The prices are going to be a little bit more expensive in Ballantyne relative to a lot of Charlotte on average. So the history of Ballantyne, it was all rural land, farmland, and most of that land was owned by a Charlotte businessman by the name of Johnny Harris and the Bissell family. So the Bissell family is kind of a staple name here in the Charlotte region. And so those two families basically partnered up and in the early 90s started to develop the Ballantyne area. And they started with a business park. So the Ballantyne Corporate Park is really kind of where everything began. And so you have like hundreds of corporations that have office buildings down that way. You have the Ballantyne Country Club, which is a private country club a little bit further to it's just over on the west side. That is, like I said, one of the premier locations. And then they also developed things along the way of the Ballantyne Village. It's kind of a smaller shopping center, but really the corporate center is really what drove a lot of the people down towards Ballantyne. And then of course, over the years, that began in the early 90s, 485 Loop completed its construction. I think that finally was completed in 2015. So now all of a sudden you have not only a lot of businesses down that way, but now you have the good infrastructure to sort of bring in further development. So the corporate park, you have 4 million square feet of Class A office space. Like I said, hundreds of companies down there. I think the largest employer right now is, I want to say Premier Health, and they have like 850 employees. So a lot of tech, a lot of IT, finance, consulting businesses are located in here. I believe it's the largest corporate business park. I think it's, certainly in Charlotte for the larger, North Carolina region as well. And so you have MetLife has an office or corporate building there, Wells Fargo, a long list of companies. You have that